Maya lived in a small room on the edge of a noisy city. The window showed a little piece of sky between tall buildings. Every morning before work, she drew for 10 minutes. Clouds, birds, and flying machines. Her dream was simple and big, to make an animated short film about the sky. At the cafe where she worked, the day was fast and loud. She carried trays, smiled at strangers, and counted coins for the bus home. At night, she watched tutorials on animation with tired eyes. Her old laptop was slow. The battery was weak. Still, she whispered, 10 seconds a day, just 10. On Sundays, she visited her grandmother. Grandma made mint tea and told stories about winds that changed cities. Dreams are like kites, Grandma said. They fly if you run with them. Maya smiled. Her hands smelled like paper and pencils. She saved every little drawing in a blue folder under her bed. A sky was growing line by line. One afternoon, the cafe was very busy. Maya slipped on a wet floor and dropped a whole tray. Cups broke. Hot milk ran like small rivers. Her manager sighed. Be careful. We can't lose dishes every week. Maya nodded and cleaned in silence. That night, the laptop crashed and her project file disappeared. The screen went black. Her chest did too. For a long minute, she looked at her hands and felt empty. A friend texted, "How's the film?" She didn't answer. She wanted to say, "I failed." But the blue folder waited under her bed. She opened it. The drawings were still there. Clouds, birds, machines, the little sky between buildings. She breathed slowly and wrote on a sticky note. Start again. Save often. Back up twice. She put the note on the wall, near the window. Outside, the evening was gray. Inside, a small light stayed on. Maya made new rules. 10 minutes before work, 10 minutes after, 20 on Sunday. She learned keyframes, timing, and how to make shadows feel soft. Her phone became her teacher, her room, a tiny studio. Money was tight. She sold an old jacket online and bought an extra hard drive. She watched free lectures and copied simple scenes to train her hand. When she felt stuck, she took short walks and counted birds. Some days, she only animated 1 second. Still, she saved it. 1 second is progress. On the bus, she met a street musician named Kenji. He played a quiet song that felt like wind in the morning. "Can I use your music in my film?" Maya asked. Kenji smiled. "If your sky needs a song, I'll play it." They exchanged numbers. A film needs many hands and one brave heart. A local festival opened submissions for student films. Maya wasn't a student, but there was a new voices category. The deadline was in 2 weeks. She worked late every night. Her eyes burned, her tea went cold. Her grandmother sent a message. "Eat, rest. I want to watch your sky." Maya set a timer. Work 25 minutes, rest 5, repeat. The city was loud, her room was small, the laptop fan screamed. But on the screen, a tiny paper plane learned to fly between buildings. It fell, tried again, and rose when the wind changed. Kenji sent a clean recording of his music. Soft, bright, and honest. At 2:13 a.m., the night before the deadline, the export failed. Maya closed her eyes, counted her breaths, and checked the settings. She lowered the resolution a little and tried again. This time, the bar moved. She watched it until the end, hands shaking. At 3:02 a.m., she clicked submit. Festival day came with nervous hands and a simple dress. Maya sat in a dark theater between strangers and hopes. On the screen, her little paper plane woke up in a narrow city, looked at the thin blue line of sky, and moved. Kenji's music filled the room like morning light. The plane fell, rose, and finally found wind between tall walls, the sky between dreams. When the credits showed Made by Maya, someone clapped. Then more hands, then many. She didn't win first prize, but the jury gave her a small mention for gentle courage and honest craft. Her phone buzzed with a message from a small studio. "We loved your short. Would you like to visit?" That night, Maya walked home under a sky that felt bigger. Her grandmother called. "How did the kite do?" Maya laughed softly. "It learned to fly." She opened her window and looked at the blue place between buildings. It wasn't just a slice of sky anymore. It was a path. She wrote a new sticky note and pressed it over the old one. "Keep going, even 1 second a day." The city hummed. The future breathed. And somewhere, a paper plane kept drawing its own wind.